understand where people come from when they're talking about wanting the 90s back, because there's just...
Dude, Power Rangers was awesome. I don't care what you say.
That's weird. The shows in the 90s are like... They were written for adults just as much as they were written for kids. Beyond just throwing in like sexual innuendos and stuff like I was talking about with Courage the Cowardly Dog, where it had these like weird real life themes just thrown into the show that were masked by this just kind of spooky kids.
Jero, that was a good run until that lava dive.
What?
You mean Stray?
You had to...
Yeah, I'm totally not doing Lava Dive.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of you.
Shoutouts to Disco for paying attention.
Yeah.
Jero, what any percent are you doing? I didn't know that lava dive now.
Anyways, going back. Going back to the Dragon Ball thing where we're talking about, I think it's kind of it's weird because Gohan was basically the strongest person like ever, and he loses to like Boo. Like, okay, sure.
You know who I wanted to see more action from?
What did you say, Sway?
You know who I wanted to see more action from?
Who's that?
Master Roshi.
Roshi's pretty good.
Problem with Dragon Ball, I think at its core, was that it was a show that was written to be very reactionary instead of having like a standard storyline. Like, if you think about something like One Piece, where they had a set goal, and once they accomplished that goal, the show was over. Dragon Ball was written basically so that these characters were vague enough that, oh, we can just keep throwing in crap and they can react to it, and it will make sense because it's Dragon Ball. You know?
Yeah, I can see you on that. I think Master Roshi is probably one of my favorite characters, though, because of just how perverted he is. He's just hilarious. Like, it's great.
Did anyone see the new movie that came out not too long ago from Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was... okay? I don't know.
Is that the one that was being made by the original creator?
That was okay, yeah.
I don't
Were you talking about the live action one?
No, this was animated.
Oh.
No. Oh, God. The live action one. We don't talk about that.
I mean, there's... I remember watching
You're talking about Resurrection, right?
No, Evolution.
I think so. I think it's the animated one that I saw. Freezer had a gold transformation. That's all I really remember from it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I saw like a 15-minute live animation clip somebody did, like a whole group of people did, and I watched it, and after I finished watching, it's like, you know, it wasn't terrible, but I just feel like it's still missing something. At which somebody told me animation. It's like, yeah, well,
it doesn't have the same Dragon Ball feel.
Yeah, and it's. Okay. I think it kind of demonstrated that it's going to be impossible to get a live-action film to get that same Dragon Ball feel.
The problem with Dragon Ball is that it lives so much in its own rules that trying to do it without it being animated would require so much CG that it might as well be animated anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like, no matter how you do it in a live-action format, it's just going to look off.
Yeah, I can see that. But yeah, some of my favorite cartoons, like, of all time come from the 90s. Like, Pink in the Brain is amazing. Like, I have those on disc. Like, I have the original, what's it called? Like Tom and Jerry, the old classic Tom and Jerry is pretty good too.
I haven't watched much TV when I was a kid, to be quite honest. So I didn't much get into cartoons from that time. I'm much more into cartoons from this time frame. Like, I watched a lot of Rick and Morty. I've been keeping up with Gravity Falls. I watch Adventure Time.
Dude, the only cartoon I watch now is Paw Patrol. Because I have a 2-year-old nephew, and he loves it.
The only cartoon I've really seen recently was like Super Jail, and it was extremely graphic.
Super Jail, I I kind of like Super Jail, but I have to watch it in small doses because every episode is like the most intense acid trip.
I couldn't get into it. It was just way too gross for me. Like every episode, they just like some massacre. It's way too graphic.
You know, I watched Dexter. That kind of reminds me of Dexter because I watched a couple episodes of this and it was interesting, but I was like, this isn't really me.
I thought Dexter was good until season 4. After that, they probably should have stopped making it.
I don't remember the last what I remember from Dexter.
It
was
Dexter.
I guess
He
it was a
killed-
little too deeply disturbing for me. I don't know.
He killed this Mexican guy who
And,
was
like,
like
one
his
of the first
apprentice
ones.
or whatever for like a little bit.
Whoa, whoa, spoilers.
Oh,
not
that was
gonna
like one
watch
of the
it, so.
very first seasons.
Snape killed Dumbledore. I mean, let's get on with it.
Oh no, he didn't though, because Snape, like,
Oh my gosh, I think I vaguely remember reading a Reddit article on that.
Dumbledore lives until like the final movie.
No, oh my god. Have none of you watched Harry Potter?
No,
I have not watched the second half to the last book.
Oh my god. Have none of you.
I watched the first two because those were the books I read.
See, I read
Yeah,
all the
I've-
books and I watched all the movies, so it's like
I've read the books.
that's one of the few things from my childhood that's actually like buried in my brain and refuses to leave.
I read the books like a couple of years ago. I probably have to go back and reread them. But I tried watching like the first 2 movies, and I'm like, these are god awful. So not gonna happen.
They
I mean, I
probably didn't
read 'em
age
after.
all that well, but they were really good for the time.
I've just like after reading the books first and going back and trying to watch the movies, I'm like, these are just so bad. Like just leave a lot of the stuff out.
Well, you have to.
Yeah, time slot would be
I've
horrendous.
also noticed that with Game of Thrones. I read all the Game of Thrones books, and I'm going back and like watching the show. I'm like, this is kind of similar, but the book is still good. Although the show is not bad. either.
I refuse to read the books because I don't want to spoil the show for myself. Although I don't think that would happen anymore because they're surpassing the books now. Because
They're basically like rewriting the story, yeah. Which I guess I don't know. It's like they're adding in stuff that's not even like in the book. It's like it's like the people who are making the show think they're like better than the person who wrote the book or something. It's kind of
God, I could have gained so
Well,
much time there. So stupid.
up until this season, he's been writing the show with them, so they can't really
Yeah.
be thinking that.
well, right. But I mean, for the new stuff, like hopefully it's gonna be good.
I hope so. I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. I'm not super excited about the next season. I'm more apprehensive about it.
Yeah, I'm hesitant. What if we do now, Brain? Well, tonight, Pinky, we take over the world.
How did that even work? What the heck? Red Tower claiming my time.
Yeah, same.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering, Pinky?
Sick, Oceanfly. 2 runs in a row.
Nice.
Easy trick.
I honestly hated Oceanfly just because of the number of times I would spark straight up instead.
I remember you practicing that one day. Because you kept sparking up. I remember that. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. I don't even really remember anything for Old Route anymore.
The best, though, is when you killed GT with missiles.
That was a really long time ago.
That was really, yeah.
I still wish I had the highlight of that.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It would be the longest highlight ever.
I think that was the first time I watched you, too.
Really?
Yeah, it was that. I came in and I was like, wow, I gotta give him a follow. That was pretty impressive.
I remember watching Stray when you like very first started doing stuff for.
Yeah, I have no clue how you even found me.
No!
I've known,
Found you.
I've known Stray forever.
I think I have. I think I literally watched like what your second broadcast or something, or third.
Rob came in shortly after you did.
Oh my gosh. Rip.
Nice.
Only he wasn't Rob then, he was Marith.
Rip
Yeah.
run.
Oh, okay, I remember.
And then I became Rob. And then I became Rob again.
But yeah, I watched like what your third like, broadcast or something, Stray, like really early. You decided to pick it up.
I became friends with Stray because we decided to be Mega Man X2 rivals. And then he stopped playing and I got sad.
Yeah.
You asked how I found you, so you used to wear a lot of sweaters, and
I still do. Winter's coming, give it a break, jeez.
Right, I mean, I'll be wearing a lot of sweaters too. But I just thought that since I'm so devilishly handsome, I should probably start talking to more, handsome men, kind of, get myself like this kind of outlook.
And I
'cause
remember these awkward conversations.
Well, you always want to surround yourself with like a positive, kind of atmosphere.
Do you
So-
remember
He's lying to you,
the,
Stray.
do you remember the Enigma streams?
Yes, yes, I do. With the dark like
Yeah,
camera.
I like
Don't
blacked
worry.
out the stream and had Enigma playing, and I recall you saying, I might as well pull up a porn tab because this will be easier to explain if my girlfriend comes in.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes, I do. And then your face cam came back. You had this like super serious look on your face. You're like, "Dar, Yuma." And I remember just laughing so hard.
I don't remember that, but I can see myself doing that.
Oh, and then the rave gun cannon thing.
Oh, that, yeah, the Bird Battle Zone.
That was funny. Oh my, that was so bright. Like, how do you not go blind playing that game?
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous.
Like, that's super bright.
Yes, Metroid Zero Winter's coming.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could suck less.
This winter.
But how did I find you though? You were doing a race with Sweet, and so Sweet came into my chat when I was doing my blind playthrough of Super Metroid, and at the time I didn't really know what speedrunning was. I was just like, hey, I want to play Super Metroid because everyone's been talking about this game. So I played it, and then Sweet and I watched my entire blind playthrough. And then he's like, oh yeah, I also, speedrun or something. Like, oh, what's that? He's like, oh, I just try to do it as fast as possible. I don't save the game or anything. I'm like, really? And that, believe it or not, that was when Stray still had like an hour 10 time or something. So that was a long time
Yeah, that
ago.
was a long time ago.
But you joined like a race that he was doing. I think it was like a randomizer or any percent or something.
Yeah, I was
Stray.
big into the puzzles and randomizers at that time.
So I was like, oh, I'm like, well, let me go see some more people who play this game. And then I was like, oh, well, this guy seems cool. Let's hang out here. And there you go. That's how me and Stray became friends. Spoiler alert, people.
I don't even remember how I ended up finding Stray. Because he wasn't playing Mega Man X2 at the time. I remember the first stream I saw of him was Super Metroid. I was probably just randomly
think
scrolling
What
through streams.
got me into Mega Man X2 was Ivan, because he started playing it, and then I was like, why not? Let's do something different, and I think you caught me then too.
I remember when Ivan was doing that.
Ivan used to be really big in the Mega Man. I don't know if he still is, but he used to be for a long time then.
I stopped doing speedrunning after a while. I kind of miss it. And at the same time, I don't. I like doing the variety streams.
I like variety streams. I don't mind speedrunning. Do I miss Super Metroid though? No. No, not at all.
I don't play any other games on stream.
What games do you play off stream?
I play everything. I have so many games. I should stream this stuff, and I don't. I don't want to be a Let's Player,
Right.
I used to stream everything back when my internet was
and
still
I don't finish games.
I should really stream more than I do, but I don't know. I have to be in the mood, and with my current schedule now working that one job for the day and then one job at night, I just am way too tired to do anything recently. The money is nice though. Money is nice.
Money is good. Money is pretty good.
I used to stream like almost every day, even if I wasn't really in the mood for it, just because I really liked the streaming. Streamed a bunch of different stuff. I remember I had started this like one series where I basically just 100%ed old retro games because it was fun.
I could put a 24/7 cat stream when I could just like film my cat sleeping on my desk or bed. You guys want to see that?
Okay, so I think my best bombs time is.
I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I already lost the
I'm
thought.
kidding. What is it?
Hold on.
Like right now, he's sleeping on my desk next to me, and he's like,
Dude,
sipping
I can't even do bomb trees anymore. So I guess I got a 453. It would be whatever my previous segment was, right? So it's 1.5 minus. So it's like probably a 452 or something.
That's not bad.
Try and finish Super Metroid again. I have to restart the whole game now.
I think my blind run of Super Metroid took me like 5.5 hours, from start to finish, without hints or anything. And plus, I think I just stuck on like relief a little bit because I didn't have very many energy tanks when I got there. I had like
Before
4.
I lost my save file for Super Metroid, I was stuck in Meridia for like 2.5 hours. Because I'm not so good at mazes.
I remember using nothing but ammo on Ridley when I was a kid because I thought the charge beam sucked. It's like plasma and everything, plasma wave ice. I thought it was bad.
Before I learned to fight, I thought Ridley was like hard to kill. He like kept killing me over and over and over until I got him. It was really annoying. I guess like if you never did it before, he can be tricky.
Dragon was always tough for me.
But I remember having a lot of trouble on Ridley. I didn't have very much trouble on Dragon because I figured out that you could, but like pure luck, kinda. Like when you get grabbed, you could just grapple him, and I was like, how does this work?
Yeah, I didn't find that out until way later on.
Well, I guess I kind of just put 2 and 2 together because I was stuck on him for like a little bit, and I'm like, you can grapple onto these things. I'm like, wait, does this do damage to him? You know, I was like, let's just try it.
Yo, confirmed. This is the run. Up and 2.
Wow, you just saved a lot of time. The -32 gold. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good fight too, Jared.
What?
I think he's confusing you again.
Stray is the one with the 30.
Yeah, I'm in Brinstar. I don't.
I'm just not gonna alt tab anymore. For some reason, I keep on thinking I'm watching J-Bro, and it's like,
Yeah, it was a good relief fight. I was happy with it.
Ah, it could have been better.
no, that was pretty good though. That was
Finally
pretty
got that room.
quick.
I'm that helpful coach that's never completely satisfied no matter how well you do.
That's fine.
See, that's why you need Stray as a mentor. Like, Stray pretty much mentored me when I was playing, or trying to learn Super Metroid, and he's like, I think at like one point I was like, oh, but I can't do this without grapple or something. And Stray's like, yeah, you can't, that you can't. I'm like, no, I can't, Stray. He's like, yeah, he's like, no, you can. And I'm like, all right, I'll try it, Stray, I'll try it. And I got stuck for like 40 minutes.
Don't give up. Give us your very best. Your very best.
Oates was supposed to coach me one time,
Yeah, how'd that work out?
and then he forgot about me.
Oh man.
Oh,
So-
that sucks.
Shout outs to Oates for being a bum.
But yeah, that's pretty much how I learned Super Metroid. Was Stray pretty much became my mentor, I guess.
Stray
Oh
yelling
my
over your shoulder
God.
all the time.
Well, it was on Skype, I guess.
I can be a pretty terrible mentor. Like not very encouraging.
I remember I got stuck at we were like doing a bingo or something, and I had to like do Ocean Fly, and I didn't know how to do Ocean Fly, and I was stuck for like 35 minutes. And you were on Skype with me. You're like, Disco, it's easy. You just double tap. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. I can't get it. Like, no, you just double tap, and you go down, and then you go in the other room, and you just go across. I'm like, where? What? And I kept on sign sparking like into the ceiling or something. For like 45 minutes straight, and I eventually got it by luck. And I was like, oh, thank God.
I told you.
Yeah, it only took almost an hour.
Man.
Finally coming down off my high.
What? How are you still alive?
I don't know.
Hello?
I didn't know it's supposed to die.
How did that not kill him?
Okay, that was barely almost. That was almost too fast.
So I'm confused. What are you doing when you're pausing with the charge beam on?
It does more damage.
Resets his
That-
invuln frames,
Oh.
and the beam doesn't go away when it hits him.
What is that? Phantom?
X-ray plasma trick.
Best trick ever?
Yes.
I remember when you would always ask me if when I was trying to learn Super Metroid straight up like speedrunning, and we'd be talking about strats and like, oh yeah, well I can't do this, and you always sounded so like mad and disappointed in me. You're like, why can't you do that? And I was like, cause I just don't understand. You're like, yeah, well why? And I'm like, what do you mean?
That was sloppy.
Rest in peace, Dragon. You tried. That must be kind of embarrassing, where like Dragon starts flying at you, and then just flies into the ground. Like, oh, okay, goodbye.
How are you doing X-ray? I don't see the visor on your.
It's weird because when you do GT code, you get X-ray, but you don't get the icon for it.
Really?
Yep. So you actually scroll through it and everything. So it's all normal except it just
Grapple's
doesn't
there, too.
appear.
Yeah, Grapple's there too.
Huh. That's interesting. Why
No,
doesn't it do the icon?
I wonder why it does that.
Not sure.
Is GT Classic the one where it's the DeLorean or no?
The what?
Doesn't use space-time at all now.
Ah, what's that run?
Any percent GT code.
Will you do one of those after this?
No.
Oh man.
Oh, is that the lottery?
Basically.
I always thought that was so
Worst
cool.
lottery in the game.
Yeah, worst lottery in the world.
Straight up take requests.
I always thought that was so cool in the one where you just go back and it's like, oh yeah, instead of this, you go to this. It's like,
So Stray, when you going back to RBO?
Depends what GDQ says. If they say RBO, then pretty soon. If they don't, then probably not for a while.
well, the only way you would get Straevaras to play RBO is he would get captured by Jigsaw and it would pop up on the screen and be, I want to play a game. And then the RBO starts playing, be like, no!
What? Literally what?
Stray, what would your what would your reaction be if that happened to you? Like you just wake up like
I'm
chained
not-
to a wall and it just jigsaw pops up on the TV.
I'm
Like,
not
hello,
sure.
Stray. It looks like you've been playing games way too easily. Well, I want to play a game.
Yo, that
And
was
RBO
swag.
just pops up on the screen.
That was a swag super. You never even saw it get selected.
Star, what's 100% map completion? You have to fill out every square?
Yes.
Yes.
And even squares
sounds
that
like a
don't
pain.
get filled out.
That sounds like a real pain.
It's not very entertaining. It's just, oh, you run to this room and you run out.
You run
to
around
this
for a
room.
second, and you're yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a meme category.
I don't know
Yes.
if I call it a meme category, but it's not very interesting to me anyway.
It's pretty boring to watch, in my opinion. And then you have the real champs who do 100% 100% map completion.
Which is like nobody.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's done that.
I think one person's done it right. I'm sure Andy Counter or Streak has done it at some point. That must be very boring though.
How long has 100% map been out? Like, how long
Oh,
have we had
wow.
that? Oh, really?
A couple months probably. Like,
100%
what's
map
that
completion's been around since I started running. It's just
Oh, really?
nobody really put much work into it until Sweet Numb did.
Why would he do that
Shout
to
out to
himself?
Street. I don't know. Doesn't Street Numb like love that category or something too?
Yeah, he does.
Why?
He's a masochist. He
It
likes
sounds
to-
so boring.
He likes to put himself to sleep. I don't know.
There are a lot of interesting stuff that you have to do in that run, but
Stray, why do you like RBO though? That's like drinking sulfuric acid or something.
it's the only thing that really gets me going anymore. Other than, you know, a good PB. 100%.
Yo, gold split,
Nice. Where at?
What's the time?
power bombs.
Nice. What is it?
I'm minus 11.9 now.
Oh, we PB tonight, boys. We in there.
But it was gold by 2 seconds.
It's pretty significant.
Or it's my 13.4 was the previous segment thing.
I think this is the part of speedrunning that really turned me off. That I kind of stopped.
What?
Where it stops being a game and it starts just being a grind.
I don't think it's a grind. I'd still have fun, a lot of fun playing this game. Shit, that's not good.
Jared, did you say your prayers before starting this run?
No,
Our Father.
dude. Ocean Fly 3 in a row.
Okay, I'll say it then. Hello, our Father, our Shepherd, the one our Savior, the one we needed. Zost, the machine,
God.
the God, the task, the human task. He shelters us in his planet of Zebus, Sirius, something. Amen.
It's pretty good, but you didn't
I'll
mention
work on it.
Iron Jesus.
Oh yeah, well he is alright, Jesus. I did mention him.
Now make sure to do 10 Hail Fustas.
Yes, that's exactly what I need to
Dude,
do.
that's my offline stream pick. Because
Yeah,
it's
like
too good.
Ghost and-
It's too good not to use on a daily basis. I got flamed.
Oh, that's hilarious. So's in my channel, and I think he just heard all of that.
Yeah, that's kind of awkward.
That's great.
Oh,
Yeah, that's well, that's awkward. I didn't know he was.
Rip.
Well, hello, Father.
It's been here for a while.
boy. I feel like he's heard everything we've said about him. Or Disco said about him, at least.
Oh, I didn't say anything bad. I just
Okay.
called him a priest and something.
Yeah, Stray 452 is bombs.
What was it? Say it again?
452 is my best
Okay.
bombs. So my best now is 4608. So it's literally more than 2 minutes now. That's awesome.
Really slow skip. This trick is impossible.
Is it possible to get a 41? Like, do we need to find new strats, or would you just have to really get like lucky
It's
with the new
possible.
route?
It's just gonna require the run of any run ever done.
Oh yeah. Zos, how much time is there left to save on your PB? You think? Like, what is humanly possible? I guess like the best time.
Yeah, 2016 is the year of the 41. I've called it like 5 months ago.
Yo, no steams. At all. And then I choked.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna be seeing any new route anytime soon. I think this might be like, Super Metroid is starting to get very optimized now, so it's possible that we can't get any faster.
You can always go faster.
Well, I mean, if you're Sonic and wear a red suit,
Let you wait for it, Derek. Just get in line. Dusty, are you even doing Theritas's anymore? It's a terrible stand-up.
How are you shooting Motherboard in the face like that?
C is not called Mother Brain. C is called Mrs. Potato Head. Get it right.
Oh, boo. Okay. There's a lot of theory tests that need to be made, RBO especially on the list. Problem with RBO, there's also a lot of different routes that have been theorized over the last year. And none of them are clear which one's the best. That's cool.
Stray, what's your PB for RBO?
For RBO,
Yeah.
112 something.
112.48.
Okay, I'm just curious, because that task is like 101.
I'm pretty sure that's a GT Classic PB.
Well, no, the theory test that Desi just put in is 101.
Okay, I have second place back. We're good.
What's first place?
Who do you think?
Well, no, that was kind of like
I'll
a...
give you a hint. He holds 8 or 7 other world records.
Stray, I was joking.
I'll give you another hint. His name starts with a Z, ends with an Oast.
Is it Toast? Is it Toast? But yeah, no, it was a joke. Just gotta keep practicing. You get number 1.
Yeah. I should be level 34 this run, so...
Yeah, you got a lot of goat splits this run.
As well, these brand new splits too.
Yeah,
I was
so
gonna...
you just reset your splits, didn't you?
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, were you practicing or?
Well, so last time I did GT Classic, I split as soon as I got the item, and since then I split after a certain part of the fanfare. Because it's too much stress and it's more consistent to split that way instead of when as soon as you get the item.
Oh, so like 2 or 3 seconds after fanfare.
It's like when it does the last note of the fanfare is when I split.
So that's probably like 6 seconds, probably.
It's about 3.5 seconds after you pick up the item.
I split right when I run into the thing. I'll change it over.
That's how I used to do it.
Congrats in second place though.
Thanks.
Ah,
a lot of time from coming from work shit because I screwed up jumping and everything. The worst part about doing a screwless RBO is coming back from Woodley because the Kai Hunters after Wastelands. There's a way to manipulate them, but I've never figured out how to do it.
That would be brutal, I think.
What, you mean like there's a chance that you could die?
Oh yeah, because you know.
There's a chance you can die with screw attack.
Well, screw
RBOs.
attack's a lot better, but without screw attack, you can't just go right through the Kai Hunters.
Yeah,
so you have
you
to go
gotta-
around them. Because Kai Hunters will do 200 damage to you if they hit you.
Which is, you're dead,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I mean, you can take 1 hit probably and get away with it, but 2 hits.
Yeah, it'd be risky. Dude, this is the run again? Up and 2?
Excellent. No run can ever compare. I chronic retweeted my stream tweet. Dear Force, oh how dare you, I-Force.
You should make like a Christmas jingle of
The Dear Force Christmas collection.
on the first day of...
Now featuring Michael Bolton's special.
There you go. There you go.
On the first day of Zebby's. The Metroid gave to me